Hi everybody, I just wanted to go through the steps that I undertook this week for the successful signal that we had. It was Kiwi Yen. So first of all, you need to understand the logic for the signal is simply the divergence of a currency against its peer. So we knew that the Kiwi was strong and we knew that the yen was weak, and that's why we had the Kiwi Yen signal. So it's important that you understand the logic there. It's strong versus weak. And then secondly, before I released it into Telegram, I checked the search tool, and I just wanted to make sure everything was lined up um, according to the technicals. And it was good because we're above daily pivot, weekly pivot, and monthly pivot, and we're above the 7-day average as well. And we knew that it was a buy because the retail guys are shorting it. So that was good. And the last check that I did, once I checked all of this, I ensured that the bulls and the bears weren't profiting. If either one were profiting, I'd be slightly hesitant to enter, but because they were both getting destroyed and they were a loss, that would be normal. So that was like the penultimate check, and the ultimate check would be, have we exceeded ADR, which is average daily range, and we hadn't exceeded it when the signal came through. So I simply opened up the MetaTrader. Let's just realize this might take a little while to load. And then I just checked the pitchfork. I put the signal out onto Telegram, and luckily Marco was on the ball, and he did some supply and demand analysis, and it tied into quite a strong buy technically. So it's just a case of getting things to align on the spreadsheet. First of all, starting with the bubbles, and then checking the search tool. And now this is what I put out on Telegram. It was the Kiwi Yen, and we are an ascending pitchfork. Okay, so we zoom out. See how we are in ascent, and anything above this level is it's bullish. It's buy opportunities. Okay, and what happened is that when I put the thing out, looks like it's frozen, but you can see how we respected the pitchfork there, 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 and there. So I think we had like 4 touches of that pitchfork. So the stop loss was going to be just below the pitchfork. Obviously those levels have changed because the signal has, we've taken profit now, and time has evolved. And because of that, Zoop calculates the candles, the data according to what candle we're on. Now we projected 78.90 there. So that was like a perfect exit. I'm really happy with the exit. And now you can see we've got a bearish ABCD, so looked like we got out at a great time. So the technical logic was that we hugged to the pitchfork, and we had quite a few respects of that line, and the exit was going to be below pitchfork because we knew it respected that line quite well, and the TP was based on this shift channel top. Now the shift channel, in case you don't know, it's the angle of the support from the lower low. We double click that, and we get to the previous zigzag high, and it forecasts the resistance. See? And that's how we got out. We actually got out with a 4R trade. So I just wanted to go through the steps that I did personally, and once I'd saw that and I've established where I'm going to exit, because that's totally critical, where you're going to exit, I then went to IFTTT. You probably don't need to know this bit, but I'll tell you anyway. And I simply went to my applets, which I created, and I switched on the Kiwi Yen. And by switching it on, it then comes into Telegram as a signal. And so that's how that works. So I just wanted to talk about the logic and how we had a successful signal and how to use the spreadsheet for that purpose. There are lots of other tabs which you can use, but I just for this example, search tool and weekly bubbles. So keep it nice and simple. We haven't had many trade opportunities from the bubbles because there's quite a lot of chop, as you probably were aware. And so yeah, I don't want to talk too much more. want to keep it nice and short video, but just to detail the steps that I'd take personally to get the signal and the steps that I do when it comes into Telegram. So there's a little bit of work before you see it in Telegram, but those are the steps that I personally do. And yeah, hopefully it helps.